Hello.
Hello.
We're back. So I know the schedule said that we were going to be on his channel today, but I did manage to convince him.
He appealed to my laziness.
Yep. So we're back with more blueprints.
Make sure to stream this on Discord so I can see and
Oh,
hear.
yeah. Sorry. And there you go. The last time, we got a bit more of the house letters filled out. We got a permanent room, which I'm not sure I'm a fan of.
I'm not even sure if it's permanent.
Yeah, about that.
Oh.
Does not reset each day. What else did we find? Oh, we also found out that the letter in Hartley's room could be true.
Could be true, could be false, we don't know.
Yeah. Oh, we also figured out the date as well. Right. Okay. So, what is our shed going to be?
What shall it be?
We know the date.
We do. Day 9 is whatever.
November 15th, 1993.
And today is?
Day 15. So, today is the 21st?
Add 6 days.
Yeah.
For the day 15.
Day log. Unlock date. November 21st.
Do we know what time it is?
There should be a clock in here somewhere, right? Or do we have to seriously go to the damn den?
You like to pick the den.
I do, but
Do we not have a watch?
apparently not.
already got that.
Oh, wait. Did we find this after we found out about the Red Guard? Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna try,
One song.
Okay. Well, I don't actually know where we enter that.
Hold on. Go back.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna do this first, see if there's a clock here. Shut up. Stop it.
No.
Stop laughing. Remote terminal access? No.
We still haven't seen the office.
We have not. Shovel.
Yee, shovel.
Estimated to take 1 to 2 days. Yes.
Okay.
Electronic mail. And the terminal via in the office. Okay.
So we might have to go in and out.
Yeah. Maybe there's
Find the den.
Maybe there's a Thinking there might
Although,
be a
There is
sundial.
something to be said. Something to be said.
Yeah.
The clocks keep ticking even when you're just standing there.
Yeah.
So you could just set a time and wait.
Oh, there's one right there.
That is
Yeah, I can't read analog clocks.
close to 8:45.
8:45. So, what?
Oh.
9 or 10 o'clock?
Vote for 10 o'clock and then sit there.
You do realize we have to wait an actual hour, right?
No, that thing's moving faster than actual real life time. By a good amount.
So what are we gonna do while we just wait? Sit there and wait.
Look over notes, discuss, shoot the shit.
Uh, 10 a.m.? What'd you say?
Going to guess 10 a.m.
November 21st, 10 a.m. Okay, so
Go ahead and jiggle it just to check. Didn't think so.
yeah. You can also just wait outside.
Why?
We can look at the clock.
True.
I'm gonna do that. Fuck the actual house. Thought I saw something. Okay, so what'd you say that's moving fast?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the bigger hand is the minute hand, not the second hand.
Okay.
There is no second hand on that thing.
Oh yeah. So right now,
That thing's fucking moving.
yeah. So in the house itself, we have 4 words, technically 5, because you can guess what it is. E blank GHT. I mean, what else? And then above that we have blank ITE blank.
ITE. I don't know.
Yeah,
We need a beginning or an end.
yeah. And then above that we have S blank 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 L. Not sure what that is. Then above
Not a
that we have
clue.
blank OUNT. I can only think of that as count. And then above
Say it again.
blank OUNT.
Probably count.
Yeah. Is that 10 yet?
That's... That's 9. 9 o'clock.
Okay, this is gonna take forever. And then I'm assuming the top row is two-letter words because you can't go into the antechamber yet.
Or you can just guess. I don't know.
Well, we have I blank antechamber blank blank.
Oh, another thing to learn.
Mm.
We know where 2 antechamber levers.
Right. We pulled one.
One in the secret garden, one in the greenhouse, although the lever is broken and you need
And-
a broken lever.
Yeah, which we found in our first stream, I think.
We have found a couple times, but we have never found the broken lever and the greenhouse.
Yeah. So we have one door open for the secret garden. And that is the left side of the antechamber.
Although we don't know if that's permanent. And I believe that
Dude,
the
that key was
greenhouse...
so rare. That was the first time we found it.
I know.
I know.
I highly doubt that they'd force you to find it a second time.
We'll find out
Yeah, yes,
eventually.
I guess. Yeah, I've also marked it on my notes that door's open.
Because we've only gotten to the antechamber one time,
Yeah, and it was closed.
And it
and it was closed. So, the secret garden opens up the left side, and the
I think the
The
greenhouse,
greenhouse
opened up the
opens the
bottom
bottom.
door, yeah.
yeah,
So where would you find the right one?
I'm guessing
The basement.
the foundation,
Maybe, yeah.
that elevator thing that you can't reach,
Yeah.
which quite possibly leads to the basement.
Possibly, yeah.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. You go through the basement,
And there's
and there's an elevator to the foundation room.
Yeah.
Huh.
9:15. Fucking.
So
How many skeletons do you think we're gonna find in the antechamber? Oh, we also need to figure out what's in the freezer room as well.
yeah, figure out some way to thaw out the freezer.
Yeah.
Which the only thought that I had was the furnace,
But-
but there's nothing to interact with there. So maybe the boiler room, which we haven't had yet.
Yeah, we've never found the boiler room.
We've had it as an option, but we've never picked it.
Yeah.
Whether because of resources or just
There better be something fucking good in that safe.
you have not touched your keyboard in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, and that's 3 minutes too long, man.
I'm somewhat exaggerating, but
Okay, good that it doesn't pause.
Hmm?
I needed to up the volume of the game a little bit.
okie dokie. Also, there seems to be some sort of monarchist regime going on, and our family is not very friendly with them.
Yeah, apparently.
And our mother might have been disappeared, or might have just disappeared for reasons other than the whole rebellion.
Yeah.
Disappeared by the rebellion, disappeared because she was rebellion, I don't know.
We don't know yet. We don't know where she is.
Disappeared for some third reason we don't know.
9:30. If there's one thing I don't
We're
know.
halfway there.
Okay, but right now we have blank blank. Okay, I'm assuming that the antechamber splits it into two words. Blank blank, count, blank blank, 8 dates, crack 8 safes.
Yeah. And I'm not certain that the antechamber is 2 words. Once we
It's
have the other
impossible
4.
to access it at the moment.
I know. I'm saying once you have the other 4 letters, you can guess. Almost
I
there.
know.
Impatient.
I know. Oh yeah, there was also the
Also, the shelter talking about hiding people and information from the Red Guard.
yeah, I'm assuming that's what's in the safe. Not the people, obviously.
Not the people.
Yeah.
But, well, no, the information I'm talking about is them severing the connection between the terminal
Oh yeah, we still have to
and the
find the office.
mainframe. I think that the office might have the mainframe,
Probably, yeah.
or it's its own room. Almost there. And
I'm gonna split.
Hmm?
I'm gonna go.
you cannot. Staring at that clock is giving you hive.
Dude, I was that one kid in school that would always just stare at the clock, waiting.
I was too.
I couldn't read it. I just knew what pointed to home time.
You should learn how to read those.
I should. Yeah. It's just I'm always filling up my brain with other things.
It's gonna be a little bit longer.
Yeah. I was hoping it wasn't an amnesia sort of thing where you had to drag it open.
So, I'm gonna say it now. We're not gonna do more blueprints next week
Oh,
because we've done it 4 times in a row.
I know, but it's my special baby boy.
We didn't do 4 times in a row for Monster Hunter.
I'm gonna be twitchy all week.
Yeah. You are fucking ready, dude. You refuse to wait a moment longer.
Is it 10 yet?
I don't know. We've spent so many steps just going back and forth.
We have eaten all of the apples, dude.
I love how you're patient enough in character to come back to this place every day. Oh, yeah, you're just a couple minutes short. You only less than 5 minutes in game! Go back down there, you impatient bastard!
Yeah, and if this was me, I'd be poor. No inheritance for me.
A gem? Oh, that thing. 7 in...
Dear uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years, suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did not but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. And I now have a reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under the cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides with not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe the scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and a desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back and the windows and shutters of discontent flung... Sorry, I'm very focused. Flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved.
Okay, so our mother might have stolen the crown jewels.
Maybe.
What is that? Wait a minute.
We've found one of those before. I just don't remember where.
Garden. No, in the orchard shed.
In the orchard?
And also, we just pulled a ruby off of that. There was a gem in here. A red one. 7. Red 7. Okay, so...
Yeah.
I don't know what notes to take from this, other than...
Marion is probably still alive, and she is living happy and free.
He is somewhere to the south, by the sea.
Yeah.
My lisp is coming in strong. Do you have any idea what notes to take from that?
It was written by Courtney.
Courtney, whose cousin is our mother, so I don't know the terms for cousins. Is the cousin of your mother your cousin first removed? I don't know. Cousin once removed?
Well, remember the family tree we found in the green outdoor house?
Yeah,
green outdoor
the
room.
root cellar.
The root cellar, yeah. Cousin
I don't understand.
of our mother, Mary, who might be alive south of the border. The red border to the southern seafront. Also, she stole the ruby crown and is living like a boss. Anyway, was there anything in this room other than the safe and the terminal?
The safe, the terminal, the notes, the gem.
Oh, right, nothing can be brought into the house. God, that was one of the rules.
Fortunately, this shed counts as the house.
Yes. So we have a gem now. And 20 less steps than we had before.
Mhm.
Because of my impatient ass.
Because you kept walking back.
Oh, yeah, my
allowance.
allowance. Nook.
Always like a nook.
Yep. Coupon book.
Coupon book for a first off. Not terrible.
Yeah, nice to have early on. Guest bedroom?
Yeah. This just sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I guess the guest.
Do I get 10 steps? Okay, I have to enter the room. Eat.
Key.
Yeah.
Note.
Keynote.
Oh.
You're not getting picked up.
Aw.
Now
Wait
you
a
are.
minute. Hold on. Hit the map again. Red letter.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but it's definitely noteworthy.
Yes, it is.
Note. Red note number 7.
Red note number 7.
Off again. Which is gems, my boy. Gem.
My precious gems.
Because the thing that fucked us last time was we ran out of gems.
Yeah. Ooh.
Want to spend a key on it?
Fuck it. Maybe we'll get 2 keys. Or all of the money.
Piles of cash. Piles of cash.
I have to at this point, right?
I mean, I guess, yeah. We have all the monies.
Gem.
Buy the gem.
And the metal detector, I think.
I love the sledgehammer, but... Wait.
I would have had enough if I didn't buy the gem.
We have the coupon book.
Not enough,
Not quite, but that metal detector will get us enough to come back.
I guess. Patio. Or no, not yet.
Yeah, we don't have any green rooms for it to spread to.
Beep, beep, beep. No beep, beep.
To the side. That's not the side.
I'm thinking parlor or nursery.
Yeah, one of those two. Basically, gems or steps.
It would be nice. Because I did use a fuck ton earlier.
You did use like close to 20 steps just running around outside.
Oh. Lucky rabbit's foot.
Lucky rabbit's foot again. Just the item finder.
Oh.
Hey, there's that money. We can get the sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer. It's been so long since I listened to that song.
Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks.
What an investment.
Basically. Or a yard. Or a yard.
I don't know.
We don't have a shovel.
Yeah.
Parlor!
Parlor. Yay!
Again?
My baby girl.
again, we find the magnifying glass in the parlor.
I might have actually fucked myself over by putting that in the code check. The empty boxes both have true statements. The blue box has a true statement. This box contains the gems. So you're false. You're false. Which means this one is true.
I guess.
Okay. The empty boxes both have true statements.
Okay.
If this was true, it would have the gems, but because of that, it would be empty, which would make it false.
Okay.
So that would make this false. This is saying that this is true, and it isn't, so this is false. So this must be the true one.
Okay. Logic puzzle.
I am so fucking goated, you do not believe.
Logic puzzle.
Security?
Then we wouldn't be able to go anywhere.
You are completely right, my friend.
Nothing from metal detector.
Bedroom. We have the nursery.
Go ahead. Anything.
Anything.
That's our aunt, I believe.
I'd have to look at the swan necklace to see if...
That's not our mother.
Okay.
And remember, if you see a trunk, you have a hammer.
I do.
But no trunk here.
Nope.
So, about that hammer. So the nursery might not have been the choice.
Hold on. What is this?
What do we do? Quick, rub on walls. There's no doors here.
No. We had the shelter, we could have taken the chapel.
Sorry, I'm a little bit of a fucking idiot. I apologize.
Just a wee bit stupid.
Yeah.
So,
So,
productive day.
very. At least,
We sat around for 10 minutes outside,
and then got lost.
and then immediately dead-ended ourselves. Feck.
Bark.
All those items.
All of that shit.
All that shit, all those resources, all those items, and we just shat the bed.
Yep. I only took 40 steps.
And most of them were out of the fucking house.
Yep. Okay. I saw that these had, like, they weren't open doors, but they had outlines of doors.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, hey, maybe we can get through anyway. No.
I didn't even know what that button does. I mean, it obviously opens up the glass, but it's on the wrong side.
So at least we found out that our mother is still alive.
Back to the shed. Ay,
69. 68.
Part of me wants to check on the basement just to see if anything's changed there.
Root cellar? We can check to see, we can check the,
I'd like to do that with the magnifying glass.
we can come back.
True.
And I also want to see if there's a Courtney here.
I don't see a Courtney.
Neither do I.
Possibly from the Epson or Sinclair sides.
It's probably from the Epson sides.
Why do you say that?
I don't know.
Also, there's so much dirt here. Holy shit.
XYZ ABC. We still don't know what that means.
You did write that down, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else in here besides just the dirt?
Turn around. On the shelf there, by the jars.
Potato.
Okay, I thought I saw something on. I thought I saw something on top of the potato.
No.
God, I need a shovel.
Let a
Let a man dig a hole. It's a masculine urge.
Just like taking large thin sheets of ice and dropping them on the ground and watching them splatter.
Splatter is not the word for large sheets of ice. They shatter.
Thank you for my allowance, mummy. Then.
The study.
Oh,
Is
what
the-
I would do for a sledgehammer.
That thing we just had.
Yeah.
God.
Storeroom? Or parlor?
Joru.
Saving up for that shovel, huh?
Hey, dirt.
We did get the thing.
Swim bird.
Okay, so I remember that depressing fucking book, but why is it so important?
Yeah. We have a plushie of the little bastard in our tent.
Yeah, we do.
Eh.
I don't know.
Actually, pick up the commissary. We can get the money and possibly a shovel. Remember, we ordered the shovel. Should be here now.
We
We just need 3 more coins. And then we can get to digging. The digging can begin.
Oh, hey,
Oh, hey, money.
How about that?
Buy the shovel
Banana.
and go to town.
Yep.
Dig, dig, dig,
Dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, dig, dig.
Can you
Dig,
dig
dig, dig,
it?
Can you dig it?
A few old coins.
Dirt, dirt,
One.
dirt, dirt, dirt,
Not here,
dirt,
but
dirt,
in the-
dirt, dirt,
This
This
dirt,
room.
dirt, 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 dirt,
There's a
dirt.
Pile of them in the root cellar.
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna wait until I get a magnifying glass before I go over there.
We have so many dig spots there. You're killing me, dude.
I know, but
There's
I'd
like
rather.
6.
I know, but I'd rather wait and keep the steps.
Garage?
Garage. Not powered, remember?
Oh, it could be.
I'd say the parlor, because we keep finding a magnifying glass there.
True.
And fuck. At least we got 2 gems out of it. The gems are in the white box. A box with a false statement contains the gems. The statement on the white box is true. So it's in the blue box.
I guess. Brain is not braining.
Okay, the gems are in the white box. The box with a false statement contains the gems. So if this were false, then it would contain the gems, but that would automatically making it true, making it a paradox, blah, blah, blah. So this must be false. So this must be true, meaning this is true, meaning this contains the gems.
Okay.
I already got the key.
You already have the wind-up key. Imagine if there was something else that used the wind-up key.
I am so fucking goated. I will never not be goated.
Nook time.
Like Tom.
Come on, give me more dirt.
I need my dirt.
I want to rummage around in the dirt like a happy little mole.
Oh, this is just shit, isn't it?
Chapel. Time for the chapel.
Kind of think in the closet. Because this just sucks.
Yeah, the chapel sucks, but it's gonna be gone.
Fair. Dirt.
Dirt and coins.
Old shoe, not worth
a
picking
shoe!
up. Yippee! It has a bite mark in it.
More dirt.
More dirt.
Sorry, I eated it.
More. This place has paid for itself about 6 times.
Thank you, the church. And this is why we stand the Catholic Church. Hallway.
Go down towards the entrance hall is my vote. Spare room or boudoir.
Spare room.
And now we can fill out the bottom rank.
Yeah.
There's no dirt in here. I am very mad.
I thought you were about to say I am sterile. Conference room?
Yeah.
Any dirt in my conference room?
Any dirt in here? Dirt?
Keycard!
Keycard! Fuck yeah.
So we can set the, when we find the security room, we can set it to high.
Yeah.
Jawohl. Any dirt? I need my dirt.
Dirt
I need my dirt. I don't know the code for this.
Yeah. That message that we're getting, 8 dates, 8 saves. I get the distinct feeling that if we know the date on that picture, we'd know the code.
Maybe.
It's Christmas, obviously, but what year?
Yeah. 85?
12/25, 1985.
Damn, okay.
Where did 1985 come from?
I have Marigold won the Herald Literary Honor in August 22nd of 85.
This is one of the This is one of her ladyship rooms.
Oh. When did she pass then?
You.
Yeah, I'll wait for something else then.
Yeah.
Break your closet.
Do we have anything that it messes with? We had the option of the garage, but
Fuck it.
dirt.
A few
It
old
is.
coins.
More money.
I'm gonna go back to the shop in a bit.
Yeah, we should probably go back to the shop. Turn off
Gymnasium.
the gym.
Turn on the garage.
We can leave the key card on.
Yeah. Jeez. We still have the hallway. Okay.
Oh,
Let's
kitchen?
get something to eat. And today's...
Is there any unsanitary dirt?
Is there any dirt in my sterile kitchen? No. So today's meal is glazed salmon, plus 10 if I have an aquarium.
Okay.
Club Sando?
Sando.
Sando.
Need salt.
Dirt. There was
There was dirt in here.
And it contained coins.
That does not look natural.
No, it does not. Just the power of the root cellar, dude.
Mm-hmm. This house is magic.
Courtyard.
The courtyard is funny. We have the shovel. It's a green room. Hit that shit.
Yup.
We have the root cellar. It's a green room.
An unremarkable rock.
Not worth picking up. We have a trunk.
Yes, we do.
More money.
I'm gonna do it. You okay with that?
I don't think the shop had a sledgehammer, so.
All right.
Oh,
Holy
yeah,
shit.
baby, that's what I'm fucking talking about, baby.
Always unlocked. Library into the foundation.
Yeah. Or the dark room.
No, it won't. The dark room does not lead to the foundation.
I guess. Library. Oh, we did pick out a book.
A sightseer's guide. Who borrowed
Lord
it?
Evanson, M. Lowry.
Anne Babbage in 82.
A
now.
Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, a modest account of our town by Sir Andrew Darrell. The third largest city in Fen Ares, and site of its former capital, Reddington is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Of course, most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar rewards visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington...
Also, you don't know the name of the country. Fen Ares, I think.
Yes. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens, is loved by both locals and visitors for its Aegean canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, and...
The accent.
I don't know, it's just my,
You're putting on a hoity-toity voice.
it's my stereotypical,
Bourgeoisie.
no, not... Okay, yeah, I guess bourgeoisie.
It's a pretty bougie voice.
Mhm. I don't know, it's just the voice I imagine reading this.
Mm-hmm.
Its petal-covered trails and a mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime in Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. Tableau. Whatever, I know more English than you because I am smart. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at Mainway Station. Ilex ex Meserve, a specimen of holly unique to Reddington's mountains. That's a crest.
Yeah, it is.
That's the Sinclair crest.
That's part of the crest.
Yeah.
Berries.
Berries.
Featherfall Keep. You will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit. Okay, I also imagine, do you know the Disney, please keep your hands, arm, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times? You know that voice?
Yeah.
You will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son, Lionel Epson, left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historic house museum and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda Ares when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on a long-standing myth. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fen Ares' premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens.
I don't know what sound a swan makes.
It's not picking up in Discord, but say it loud enough and this one will. The lakeside resort and the cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. I'm starting to regret this bit.
Juan! I'm actually more goose what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Goose.
That's not a
swan, that's a goose.
Yeah, swans get kind of crazy when they're drunk. At an elevation of 11,220 feet.
I want you to know that I absorbed nothing about that lake.
Same. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene... At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in Reddington Range, and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful
That's the mountain that we see from outside.
Yes, it is. Climbing Mount Holly is a beautiful experience, and one that many hikers will want to do at least once. What do you mean?
Mountains don't form like that.
Magic?
That
mountain is fucky.
That mountain's
What happened to that mountain? Why does it look like Gaia stabbed upwards, and that's the result?
It's only
Because mountains don't form like that naturally.
Yeah. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded, whether or not they actually reach the summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern and slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. The one we know about is the Reddington Elementary. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. For the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar. But don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station, in a time where the realm's trains were still in service. Now the turnstiles, footbridge, and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. I'm also imagining like the how it's made guy when I'm doing this voice. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for an adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington.
So it's not a hive of scum and villainy, but it is a little rough.
So where are we?
We're just near the fucky mountain. Mount Holly. Yeah, I believe we're basically just in the mountain range.
What is that?
What is where?
Below the botanical gardens, there's a...
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't read that. We don't have the
magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass. The foundation!
We'll come back.
Was that something on the table there? No, the side table. Other table.
Additional reading.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, you. We just wasted 2 steps.
You're welcome. Dirt! I mean, if anywhere was gonna have dirt.
A few old coins.
The shovel was such a good purchase.
No.
Nothing of interest was buried up here.
Not even a rock! Or a shoe.
With a bite mark taken out of it because I was hungry and needed a snack.
-1 step.
Dining room?
Yeah. Then we can go down and fill up that empty space.
Is there any dirt in my dining room? There's no dirt in my dining room.
Disappointed!
I'm disappointed!
Damn.
Fuck.
Locked already, that's...
Not a good sign.
So I guess we're stopping here.
I guess we're going to the bathroom.
Did someone have some accident with dirt?
Did someone shit, dirt?
Shit is just dirt waiting to happen. Eh? This is awkward.
Man. Oh, we still have one thing we can try.
What is
The
it?
root cellar.
Right.
We can just hope to find keys and not 3 boots.
And not several boots and a pile of coins that we cannot do anything with.
Yeah.
Unless the commissary has keys in it, which I don't think I've seen it having keys in it.
Hmm. Well, we'll check the root cellar first.
Bird bath.
Bird bag. And
Well,
few old coins.
money, okay.
An oversized turnip.
Turnip.
It might not be much use if we don't find a key. Oh, thank fucking God.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Nothing.
An old worthless tin can.
An old tin can. A worthless old tin can.
And a rather dirty coin.
One coin. So, check out the shop. Head back to the
Yeah, we do have 18 coins.
foundation. Use that key. The shop?
The shoop.
Doop doo whoop.
Shoobity doo wop.
You're in the shop.
Yeah, I know. I was just checking my map.
Metal detector.
And a sleeping mask.
Well, okay, get both. Not gonna take it with us.
And we have 5 gems.
Yeah, we just need to hope that we get keys from the metal detector in the next room.
I'm hoping and I'm praying and I'm hoping and I'm praying and I'm praying to my Lord that we will get some fucking keys and that we will be able to continue.
Praise the Lord!
Huh?
Special key. Silver key. Aquarium.
Aquarium. Aquarium.
Hoping and I'm praying and I'm speaking and I'm shitting and I'm...
A worthless old
A
brick.
worthless old brick!
Quick, throw it at the glass. Kill the fish. Do we know this one? Stage and stag.
The terrace is slightly tempting.
Where would we go? Oh, to the left.
Yeah.
Please? Metal detector, you are fucking worthless.
Closet? I'm thinking closet.
Hold on, let me check the room down here. Wait, do we not know this one?
Coat and coast.
Oh, that was Stage and Stag. Coat and Coast?
Yeah.
So, blank ITES. We need this one right here.
Yeah.
But first,
Now, what's in the closet? A gem and a die. Do something, metal detector!
are we fucked? Not yet.
Not quite yet. Pool? Pool.
Adds locker pump, sauna, and pump room.
I'm more looking at the doors.
Fair.
I see someone refilled it. We have the key card.
Yeah, we do. Planet and plane. We knew that.
Beep, beep, beep.
The Rumpus Room.
Rumpus.
Tomorrow you will start the day with 20 extra steps.
Either one of those.
Rumpus.
Either one of those we've never seen before. What is this place?
Stag and... Or...
We have this room, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you just have the wrong letter in the wrong spot?
This was pilot and plot.
Think about it later. Look over the room.
Yeah, okay. There's more. What do you mean?
This is what we're looking. Insert coin.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin.
Can I go home?
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
That's great. Can I go home?
Aye.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
I wish for you to go back to sleep.
The image is becoming clear.
Me, or rather you.
That's me.
I see a boy.
At the shore.
A boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find.
All sorts of lost things in the sand.
I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay.
Okay, so
We're on the beach looking for things. Red cat, black cat, red flag. Wind blows, flag doesn't move.
I
Anything
really
I'm
wish that was an
forgetting?
interactable. A door marked by a moon.
Door marked by a moon, no key. Oh, is it talking about...
That coin. So I think I know where I fucked up in my notes. You know
Okay.
that square 8E blank GHT? I think I put this one to up one.
Okay.
Pilot. Plot. Hi. So what's this one? There's more?
Yes!
Hooray!
I am uncertain.
God, you're creepy.
So,
Tag,
Ag 10, Coast, Sea.
Cliff. One moment.
Do you mind if I go to the next room? See what that one is? I'm gonna do it. The vault. Fuck.
We have,
We have the aquarium and courtyard.
and it's a green room, and we have the
Shovel.
shovel and the root cellar.
This would lock us off from
And
the
the
top.
conference room is all the way down there.
And this would lock us off from the top as well.
Yes, it would. We do have the utility closet.
But it's all the way down there.
Yes, it is.
Okay, not actually that far. Just go here, down, and through the conference room.
Okay. And
It goes off,
the fuse blows.
and we go back. Do we step through a bedroom? Then
Other than the
through the
aquarium.
foundation. And to the
Library.
library. Will we have enough steps?
We'll find out.
Okay, sleeping mask.
Cool, cool.
The dark room. Then we go back. Okay, I don't care if we lose this run. I just want to get far enough to see what that first letter is.
Yee, 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 yee. And figure out what the hell the Rumpus Room's letter is.
Yeah.
Which, depending on how easy it is to figure out the Dark Room's letter, could be a problem.
Into the aquarium.
Running
Through
out
the
of
pool
steps.
room. And into the dark room.
What you got for us?
Where are they again? There they are. Rain, cloud,
Rain and rain.
rain and rain. A.
Okay. What does that leave the word?
Gates. So, do you mind me?
So what does that mean that the word is here? If the missing letter is A, what's going on here? Post.
Post.
Lost?
Maybe?
Maybe, I don't know.
Unless I.
Hand.
I'm gonna put a question mark. Okay, let's try and figure out.
Go through the pool to see if we can get some steps somewhere.
I'm gonna go up.
Bedroom, 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 bedroom. That's not a bedroom. Fuck.
Turnip.
Turnip, turnip,
Turnip. 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 Turnip.
If only we had the greenhouse.
Turnip! I've never been so happy to see a turnip in my fucking life.
I've never been so happy to pull a turnip out of the ground.
Yeah, so we know the letter of this one is S. So it doesn't matter that there's no paintings.
We have a key. In it goes.
I turned off the lights to the gymnasium.
So
Off we go. We don't have to exercise. We can't fucking see shit. Clock and T. Time.
tie and time. So M.
Small? That's the only thing I can think it being. Fuck.
Backtracking time.
Yeah. There
We
was
need
something in
Ds and
here.
Steps. If there was a key in here, I'm gonna be annoyed.
It's a lockpick.
Give it a shot.
Please? Fuck.
Back.
Well, we figured out
More backtracking.
we have 5 steps.
What little we can.
It's a shame we can't go to the rumpus room. Anything else in here, mate?
I think go through door by the dark room. See if you can find a bedroom, or
Bunk room.
and then we might be able to get to the dining room. Bunk room, dining room.
Step inside. Then we get 10 steps because of the sleeping mask.
And then we go to the dining room. We get the fish,
And then we...
which because we have an aquarium is worth 30 steps.
Damn, dude. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Easy.
Double, triple, quadruple checking.
Either the foundation or the drawing room.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We also have that door.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is faster.
I think we're stupid.
Yeah, I listened to you.
We cannot count. Chat, why didn't you warn us?
Yeah, 0 viewers. Why didn't you warn us?
Damn it, chat, why didn't you stop us from being stupid?
Why didn't the ghost of my past tell me anything?
Did you lockpick it?
Yeah,
So, bedroom.
we have to.
That's it.
Anything?
See if there's anything worth a damn. Hello.
Hola.
The elevator.
Stop. Thank you.
What does this do? Let's go see.
I'm gonna double, triple check this room first.
Not seeing anything. And the beeper's not beeping.
True. It only reacts to keys and coins. Doesn't react to gems or anything else.
And some items, like the magnifying glass. Hello, my honey.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime doll.
Do we go to the basement? Dive!
Chugga, 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 chugga. Choo choo.
Oh yeah, did you write notes on what Alvaro said?
No. What did he say? What is this? Upgrade disc.
Upgrade disk. Do we even have a terminal to put it in? Hello. Okay. The basement. I was right about what the point of the foundation is. It's a fast travel point from outside to here.
Oh, this is also where the paintings are for this room, because we knew this one already. It was chart and cart.
Cool.
So...
So as soon as we get the key, the elevator's already here. So as soon as we get to the key to the basement, this becomes a fast travel point.
Yes, it does. Which will be absolutely huge. Now I don't mind this being here nearly as much.
It's basically a way to get to the middle of the house relatively quickly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this run is fucked.
Yes, it is.
Because you are a dumb idiot.
You didn't exactly stop me.
Because I thought you were right. I trust your judgment. I've trusted your judgment for the entire game. 3, 2. Anything in here?
Try not to break it like you did last time.
Dude, I'm not gonna do the same thing I did last time.
The game does not like it if you go in and out of the bedroom a whole bunch.
And 0. You've used all your steps and must now call it a day. You've pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however the house might be a little bit different. Fuck.
I don't think we were getting garden excavation site.
Or green room.
21 excavated dig spots.
129 steps.
We were moving.
Yep.
More green rooms. The shovel.
Yep.
Look at the shovels and holes in front of the house.
Save and continue. Day 17. Look at the loading sign. Look at the loading. Look at the loading.
The berries.
The berries and the mountain underneath like a calligraphy pen tip.
Yeah.
Which looked
Now,
exactly like the
I'm trying to
mountain.
remember what Alvaro said. He saw you on a white beach looking for something. A black cat under a red flag, which was not moving from the wind. A door marked by a moon. Are you writing any of this down?
No.
Write it
In
down.
a minute.
Huh.
When in doubt.
New object. New room, I mean.
Oops.
Don't get turned around.
Very easy.
Hello.
Dirt.
Dirt. Waxes. So where does the coinage go?
Good question. In each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it?
There's a secret way to open this thing somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Find all of the statues and start messing with them. Having fun, are we?
Yeah, it's just me.
Why are you having yourself get bopped repeatedly?
Oh, I thought it was me jorking my schlong. Don't look at me like
His
that.
hand is already full.
Yeah, with my schlong. Ooh. Ooh.
That ain't normal.
Oh, I thought that was coin.
But yeah, they're statues. Fuck with them. The angels.
What was it? What was it?
That's the farmer or gardener? maid. The farmer. The chimney sweep.
Okay, so
Let's explore this place.
before
Find any
doing that,
information
because I
that
have
might
the, I
be
have
here.
that right down there. Two candles.
Oh yeah, that's definitely an entrance
Yeah,
way.
definitely.
The chef.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh, her ladyship.
If only I had my magnifying glass only open in the
only
event of my death.
Of my death.
Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. Yep, look at that. That's the mountain.
Yep.
And all of these picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim somber
Fate.
Shut up. You read it. Fuck you.
And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break, these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak, and sycamore, and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to tread this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And lo, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams. And when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. As is tradition, Herbert F. Sinclair.
So where's Simon? I thought that was his wife.
Simon is both us and our uncle.
Yeah.
So this is his brother, not his wife.
Yeah. Well, damn.
Still don't know what to do with the angels, though, but I guess we'll just flip all the arms and see what happens.
Well, we remember the church.
Okay?
Remember the stained glass painting? Stained glass windows?
Yeah, which ones had their arms up, which ones had their arms down?
I didn't write that. I wrote the number that they were in.
Time to just think real hard.
I will write that down next time we find the church, though.
But for now, let's just flip things around.
So, number 1 is the gardener. Is that her?
Yes.
Number 2.
Let's just flip all of them down and see if something happens.
I want to flip them down in the order first. Number 2 is the chef.
Chef is...
Here. Number 3 is the farmer. Number 4 is the chimney sweep. Number 5 is the maid.
Number 6.
is the soldier.
Yeah.
And then this is the final one. Ah!
Okay. Just needed the order. Not all dead ends are truly dead. So, where does this take us?
The catacombs.
Another tomb! With bones!
Many bones.
The music changed.
Hello.
Hello.
What's in this room?
Good question. Because there was an arrow pointing at this place. Why?
Good question. Reminds me of the rich asshole island in Hitman. I'm expecting to find like coins lying next to these candles. I don't want to walk over here, but I'm gonna.
The Reaper. Underground map.
Excavation tunnel.
The reservoir. The reservoir is where the moon door is.
We need to empty that out.
Might want to take a picture of that map.
Yeah. Ooh.
Is that sunlight?
Yeah. Da-da.
Okay. I guess it tracks that is also.
What?
Huh?
Oh, I thought it was pointing to something on the map. So, picture time. Okay. Now, what's in here?
Okay.
All right.
What is this?
What
hello.
the fuck?
Is this the rotunda? That one room that can rotate? Because there's multiple rooms to be seen here. We just can't get
That
to them.
goes down so deep. There's something on the other side.
But I don't think we can do anything here.
Hmm.
Not right now.
Not yet. I think not until we have the...
Okay. Abandoned mine.
Great, now I can access it.
Push it forward.
Only so far I can push it forward, though. Yeah,
What purpose does this serve?
excellent question, my friend. What's this now?
More of
More of the map.
Foundation elevator, concealed entrance, cliffside exit, minecart, fountain entrance, tomb entrance, torch chamber, rotating gear,
To north lever. To buried floor plan, that says. Oh, 10, buried floor plan.
Bell Point's dreams.
Another upgrade disc?
Anything that you can do with the thing there?
Not yet, I don't
Just
think. Also, I did take a picture of that map.
Okay.
Moving on.
Much to see, much to do. The reservoir.
What's over here? The basement.
The basement door again.
So I think,
Is this
primary thing numero uno.
get to the pump room and empty this place out?
Not entirely, I don't think.
At least somewhat, yeah, because it's currently too full to use.
Yeah.
Okay. Things are happening.
Yes, they are. So I think we need to find the basement key.
The basement key is very important.
Yes. Very, very, very much
How many
imperative.
slots are there? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Five.
5, 6. 6 counting the one in the middle.
Okay,
But are those key slots?
maybe.
5 and whatever the middle is.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm so confused. There's so much here.
No.
Abandoned mine. And this is...
The rotunda.
Does the map say a fucking thing? I was referring to the in-game one. Didn't think so.
We are in the tomb. Foundation elevator, concealed entrance, cliffside exit, minecart, foundation entrance, tomb entrance, torch chamber, rotating gear to north lever, and the buried floor plan. What's that?
That looks more modern than the rest of this place.
Yeah.
Uncle, how much of the family fortune did you spend on turning this place into
It's none of your business.
Not even letting him finish.
Papa, where did all of our food money go?
A man needs his puzzle, son!
You want to inherit my shit, son? Then shut up and eat your paper.
But Dad, I have to turn in my homework.
Eat it. Eat your homework.
Brain food, son!
It's full of words.
Knowledge sustains us.
Eat the words, gain their knowledge.
Are you important?
Knowing this game, there's significance here.
Oh no. Imagine the fucking bathroom leads here.
Look at those candles again.
These ones?
Yeah. How many candles? 4 by 4, 16.
3 lit, 7 total. No, 3 lit, 6 total.
3 lit. Only 6 of which have candles in them.
Only 3 of which are
3 of
lit.
which are lit. Fuck it. Either draw a chart or take a photo. Knowing this game, it's important. X for no candle,
4 by 4.
O for unlit candle, shaded circle for lit candle. That work?
Sure. Could you say it again?
X for no candle, O for unlit candle, shaded circle for lit candle.
So... Okay, one more time. Slowly.
X, there's nothing in it. O, there's a candle but it's not lit.
Okay, what do you hear when I say slowly?
X
Is nothing.
no candle.
No candle.
O
Is
candle that isn't lit. And shaded circle for candle that is lit.
Yep.
All good?
Yep. So, candle. Nothing. Candle.
While you write that down, I'm gonna go pee.
Okay. Nothing. Lit.
Make sure to
candle.
write down the legend or what is what.
Yeah, I did. That's why I was asking you to say it slowly.
Okay. Be back.
I thought you heard me based on how the fact that you paused to let me finish writing and then only continued when I finished writing.
I thought you were memorizing it and writing it down. Don't know why.
lit can. Wait. Oh, there's 5 here. Shit. There we go. So, lit candle. Nothing. Unlit candle. Nothing. So, what does this mean? Once me and Red are finished with this game, I will happily post my notes online. Except I don't have any of my social media listed, neither does he. Oh, fuck's sake. I guess I'll write this one down. 2, 3, 4. I'll specify that it's fallen over. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Candle. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing, nothing. On the candle, nothing. Any more? Any more, you... Hit. That's upstairs. Not ready to go just yet. Those 2 overlap. The 2 candles that were in the one that fell on the floor overlap with the one that's lit. Now again, does this mean anything? We may never know. Anything else? Well, this is the room we were just in. There's the lit candles. I don't think there's going to be anything down there. So while you were gone, I found that. Do I have to write that down?
Hello.
Yeah. One thing worth noting is that...
Only 2 candles.
Only 2 candles.
Unlit.
Yeah. And they fall in line with 2 of the unlit candles on the one that's lit.
Okay.
I have no idea if it means anything.
Let's see if there's any more of these things.
I was doing that just now.
Yeah. Information is the only thing we keep. Aside from the foundation.
Yes. And our allowance. And our apples.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Did not know we had this.
I remember it's been mentioned before.
Yeah, I just never pressed it until now, I guess.
Horror yard will never not amuse me.
We're missing a red room. We have all of the outer rooms.
Yeah, we've seen all of the outer rooms.
An unfurnished, unfinished, and otherwise unremarkable empty room. If there had at some point been plans for the spare room, it would seem those designs are now long forgotten. Drafted 11 times. Rarity, standard. Coat check, standard. Aquarium, unusual. The antechamber, blueprint, objective, no rarity. Unusual, standard. Rare, pipe, tomorrow. Blueprint dead end. Dedicated to deep freeze and cold storage, Mount Holly's freezer is an insulated space kept almost as frigid as Kororika. Sustaining a sub-zero temperature is vital for keeping the items in the room under ice. Coat check. A cloakroom where guests may leave their coats, bags, or hats in exchange for a claim ticket. This floor plan was usually drafted adjoining the entrance hall during larger social events such as a ball or gala.
I say it again, this house is fucking magic.
Yep. An intimate and warm room with a large dining table boasting a serving tray with a silver dome cover. Dinner is served here each evening. The mysterious room mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number. Despite the house's official blueprint only showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document make it apparent that a 46th room in the house in fact exists. Finding this room is your
Rarity. Rumor.
Finding this room is your primary objective while on the estate. It is, after all, your bequest.
Yeah.
Chamber of Mirrors. Reflections of reflections, this confusing room can sometimes prove disorienting to the wayward guest. However, upon closer inspection, they quickly realize that viewing this room from more than one perspective is key to unraveling its secrets. What?
It looks like we should have been looking at the various reflections.
Yeah.
Because at the time, we were kind of just stuck on the button and how we didn't understand shit.
Yeah. I love how dead end is in quotation marks.
Look at other dead ends.
Utility closet. Yeah, no quote. No
Yeah,
quotes.
quotation marks.
Because really,
Dead
it's
end.
not. One benefit of the restoration of old buildings is that it allows the owners to update and add modern amenities. The utility closet and the circuit breaker box within were set up when the gas-powered lighting was retired and replaced by a more fashionable home electric system. Drafted only 5 times. A control room with the estate of the art of surveillance equipment. With state-of-the-art equipment. I said that really weird. I don't read ahead before I say these out loud. Control room with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment, inventory system, and access control via an electronic computer terminal. This room is where the estate's patrol guards kick up their feet and thank their stars they are living in the modern era. The study. After the passing of the Baroness Arave, her private study was claimed by her eldest son, Herbert Sinclair. For years, he immersed himself in the countless notebooks she left behind, drawing inspiration from her discarded ideas. From mechanical puzzles to architectural blueprints, each endeavor he pursued in this room was realized in the shade of her creative legacy. Sorry, my voice cracked there.
Look at that one again. Have we even gotten that one before? Yeah,
What
we
time?
drafted it.
That
Right,
was
the
where we-
study, we did have it once.
Yeah, that is how we found out about this whole puzzle.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
The drawing room. A social sitting room adorned wall to wall with artwork and drawings. An unfinished sketch of your uncle sits on an easel in the middle of the room, providing a vivid image of what were presumably his final days, depending on when the project was abandoned. The pump room. This facility, dedicated to the filtration and flow of water throughout the estate, houses 5 water pumps and 3 oversized tanks. The pump room can be utilized for a number of maintenance tasks, from draining up the pool to activating the sprinkler system. Okay. Workshop. We only got this in the first stream. Springs, screws, and coils scattered atop the workbench show signs of the rooms for frequent use. A craftsman's studio dedicated to creativity and invention, this room was used by your uncle regularly whenever he needed to fix or improve a gadget or contraption. The wine cellar. A short staircase leads down to this below-ground cellar, revealing an impressive collection of bottles from every respectable vintage of the last 200 years. With a seasoned wine aficionado, the labels displayed here would indicate a preference for prioritizing extravagance and rarity over quality. A more traditional family room, warm and inviting. So comfortable, one might assume that the countless clocks surrounding the sofas are placed in a futile attempt to avoid inevitably wasting the entire day here.
Cool. Great.
15 times. What are we, day 16?
Yep.
I think we're done here.
The tomb has all that we can get here.
Yeah, as
We
of
need
now.
a conference room.
Yeah. Conference room.
Because every time we open up a dead end, this place gets money. But if we have a conference room, then the conference room gets money.
Yeah. Bloop. I'm buying it first time I see it. Like, no questions asked.
Mhm.
Hell, I might try to re-roll to get it. So we have 58 steps. I'll go to the left. 10.
Never go wrong with den.
Make it 16.
Trunk.
Yeah, one we cannot open.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
So, from what I've learned, trunks are usually worth it.
Yeah.
There's generally a lot of shit in there.
Storeroom, nook, or closet.
2 of those are dead ends.
Yes. However, I do want to wait until we have the storeroom.
The conference room.
Yeah, whatever. Nook. Check around for gems. Plan. I don't think there's anything here. Parlor? Yeah, parlor.
Parlor.
Parlor. Apo! No magnifying glass? God damn it.
We get it 3 times and it just stops.
This box is empty. A box with a false statement is empty. There are 2 false statements.
So I guess
So it's not this box.
I'm guessing blue.
No, it can't be this one.
There are 2 false statements. If this box is empty is false, what does it mean?
This has to be true. The white box has to be true. Because if it's false, then... Okay. Box with a false statement is empty.
Okay. If it's false, that means that a box with a false statement is full. I'm thinking blue.
Hold on, I still have to think over this. A box with a false statement is empty. This box is empty. There are 2 false statements. I don't know what's confusing me about this. This one's... Okay, go through your reasoning again?
Okay. So there are 2 false statements. What happens if this box is empty is false?
Then it is not empty.
A box with a false statement is empty. If this is false, that means a box with a false statement is not empty. And if there are 2 false statements is false, then I don't even know. Then we have very little information.
But then this would be correct.
Yeah, then it's correct. There are 2 false statements is correct. By my logic.
Oh, okay.
There are 2 false statements is correct by my logic. So the other 2 are false, meaning blue.
I'm gonna trust you on this.
Huh.
So this is true. Can't take it back out.
I wasn't. That was my honest thought. Well, that's the first time we failed a puzzle.
Yeah, because this...
Where did you think it was going to be?
It might be in the black one.
Okay, Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that now. If that box is empty, and a box with a false statement is empty...
So, this is true. We know that.
That is true. That is...
No, it would have been in here. So this is false.
So that is... No, if it's false, then that would be a paradox.
No, because then this would be the only false one. Okay, this box is empty. This is true. That automatically means that, okay, assume this is false. What does that make this?
True. Wait, no. Oh.
So,
My brain is melting.
if this is one of the two false statements, then that would mean it is both true and false, which is not possible. It's a paradox, so it has to be false.
I'm not getting it. Whatever.
But by this one's logic, that would mean this one is empty, but this one is also empty, so it had to be in this one.
Okay.
Fuck you.
What?
You got it wrong!
Yes, I did.
You ruined our streak.
Always it is.
That is the first one we've gotten wrong.
Yeah, I said it's like it's a well shit.
Pantry?
I don't like the pantry in this one, because then the only door we have is entrance hall.
Well, we'd have to spend a gem for the courtyard.
Yeah. Not the best options here.
So, one door or spend a gem.
Yeah, that's really it.
If only we had 3 gems. I'm getting the courtyard.
You know I don't do this shit on
What's in here? There's usually an item in here.
Not always. But usually the courtyard is just dirt.
It's just dirt.
Also, I like the look at the wall! Look at the wall!
Look at the top of his head. A wheeze.
Ugh.
Okay, let's go to the right.
Although that whole thing has led to me becoming much more tired than I was before.
Storeroom. We need the resources.
5 coins in the tomb!
Okay. And we go over here. We have money.
I guess.
Anything around? No. Electric or compass? Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer, we have trunks.
We have a
That-
trunk.
We have at least one trunk.
And that was all of our money. Where was it?
I believe it was in the den.
Yeah, I think so.
Sledgehammer. Jesus. Ooh la la.
Piles of cash. That thing has paid for itself immediately.
Yep.
There
With
might have been
interest.
one in one of the other ones, but I'm not sure.
There's also a shovel in the store.
Yes, there is. Resources to get resources. Yo.
Sorry, I was hungry.
Go.
And this is the shittiest courtyard we've ever seen.
Pebble.
It's so shitty.
There might have been another one. Another dig spot. Never mind,
Shit.
I'm wrong once again.
It's shit. It is garbage.
Go to the
Bedroom it is. Any dirt? Any chests? Any bathroom? I don't wanna.
Well,
But it has 3 doors.
yeah, just eat it.
Ugh.
We have the ability to gain resources.
Yeah, but we have to go all the way to the tomb to do that.
Not unless we find the basement key.
I think we have to go with the.
So I guess
Yeah,
we're
going
gonna
through
get
the
a
corridor.
corridor or a dead end. Wow, the pickings are fucking slim.
Guest bedroom.
Another dead end!
Yippee. Ooh. What are you? There are a set of car keys? Okay. Okay, we are doing our best to get to the West Wing.
We will not be getting the garage anytime soon.
Why?
Look at the map.
We just trying to get to the West Wing.
Boiler room!
We
We don't have the key, we don't have the gems. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, now we get it.
Oh, now you give it to us.
Man, if only we had extra gems.
Go fuck yourself. Go request a book, you nerd.
I'm thinking of going the Sightseer's Guide to Reddington again, just so we can see what's on the map with the magnifying glass. The ones we have left are the
Alright.
6 stars, History of Orindia, and the EPCW Pump System User Manual.
I'm thinking either history or pump.
Okay.
Good thing we have keys.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going to the pool.
I guess.
Oh, there goes our gem.
Yippee. Dirt.
Oh, hey. Dirt.
Dirt. A brick.
Oh, brick! This shovel has been worthless.
Turnip.
A turnip! It's less worthless. Let's go through the pool.
Yep.
Try and fill the stuff out as much as we can. Drawing room. No, we don't have the fuck.
Closet. We have to.
Oh, go to key.
What we need right now is gems.
Mm-hmm.
For your sake, I'm not going to say it. Aquarium. We don't. Dining room it is. Yeah.
Pump room.
Pump room.
We can empty the reservoir. Or at least lower the reservoir.
Then we wouldn't be able to go through the fountain.
We have the foundation right behind us.
All right. Forget how this works.
So, we got all the information we need right here.
The reservoir.
The reservoir is pipe number 2. And that leads to pump number 2. No, we're taking from the pump. We're taking from...
Oh, wait a second. Bibbidi, 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 bibbidi. Bibbidi! Oh. Then we...
We don't need to empty the reservoir. We don't need to empty the reservoir.
An old rusty nail.
The only thing we've gotten is a turnip. From like 5 or 6 dig spots.
Then here. And that is...
Other direction. Now we don't want to empty it.
Let's just fill up one and see how that goes.
And then check out the foundation
Yeah.
underground.
We don't have the basement key.
No. Wait, no.
We can't go through the basement.
But we can go through the tomb.
Do we have the steps for that?
I think so. We have
Okay.
45 goddamn steps.
Archives?
Redraw.
Redrop. Forgot we had that.
Boiler room. Look you've giving me.
It's your fault.
We would have spent them already at this point, and you know it.
Yeah, but we would have gotten better results. I'll take the sauna. Oh, hey, money.
You are so pissed about this.
I am.
You are big mad.
Fucking.
To the tomb. The room of doom. Where the statues loom.
Just so you know.
Ding. Ding. And that one wasn't my fault.
I'm still gonna blame it on you.
You would be wrong, but you're free to do so. Oh, hey, a compass. That should help.
I'm gonna tempted to buy it just to see what it does.
I think we've had it before, but go ahead.
Draw floor plans leading to the north more frequently.
Cool.
Okay, that actually seems kind of bad. I still don't have my precious baby, the magnifying glass. I think after this we have time for one more.
Maybe. We'll see how long that goes.
I'm doing the next logic puzzle.
Okay. I've been good so far.
Yeah. But you fuck up once, you know? Hey!
Hello. Oh yeah, that's...
We are
Right.
fucking rich.
Now I have to do a whole lot of walking.
I'm personally jogging.
Catacombs. Underground.
Hello, cat. I'm going a coom.
No, that's the round room.
Yes, you are correct.
Abandoned mine.
I swear, if we have to go back and put it up like 2 notches, I'm gonna be mad.
We have to put it up a few notches.
I'm going to shoot somebody. And it might be you, I don't know.
What did I do?
Cost us 2 gems. Is there anything different in here?
I doubt it.
Oh, you also did us 20s. No, you didn't do that.
Did what?
Sorry, I'm trying to blame you for many things.
Only one of which I did.
Yeah, it's enough.
No, it ain't.
Sorry, where is the
You
pump
were
room?
so up. You know there's no
1, 2.
map down here.
1, 2. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lose a coin. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many steps did we take down here? And how many will it take to get back? I want to know the answer. Can you tell me how many steps we need?
You're the one who wanted to fill up a whole tank.
Turnip. Great.
Key!
Excellent.
I'm just saying, you're the one who wanted to fill up a whole tank and see what happens.
You didn't stop me. Therefore, it is your fault. Inaction.
I pulled that excuse before and you shut me down. Eat my dick.
Inaction leads to consequences.
Eat my dick.
You ever heard of the bystander effect?
Inhale my dong and raging child.
No. Any more dirt? Any more dirt? Any more dirt? Any more dirt? I need to consume a raw turnip. Any more dirt?
Well, thus far you found a key and some pebbles.
I'm peeved.
I noticed.
I'm
You are
glad.
quite peeved.
I'm glad you noticed.
One singular mistake and your mood just turns downward. What's the fountain look like right now?
Do I want to use the steps to find out? There's water.
Now we know.
So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So, I don't think we're making it back to the reservoir.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if we go up here.
Because we're gonna have to spend.
Oh wait,
18
it's 8. Is this?
True.
I might have fucked it. Sorry, my rage is blind.
Oh, my rage has blinded me.
Into the pump room.
I say 2 units.
Hehe, I fucking wish.
Okay, so kitchen is 1, 2, 3. Amy, not right now. That's my mouse arm. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it goes
Hello, puppy.
here.
I'm scritching a dog.
Yes, he is. Then we go. Put it in the fountain. Wrong direction. And I think it is impossible for us to make it back.
I did say so.
Go through the dining room. Into the foundation. Into the pool. Into... I fucked it. Did I? No, I didn't. I mean, I did earlier, but... Bedroom. Six. 5.
The dog is
4.
licking my arm. 4.
3.
3. Watching it like a hawk.
2.
2.
1.
1. Do we fall at the finish line?
Please.
It's too much water still. Oh, that is precise. You gotta do some fucking shit for that.
I think it has to be 2. You ever just want to cry?
Well, I'm tired and my brain is fried.
One more.
I'm not gonna be contributing much if that's the case.
That's fine. I need to do one more. A charming cottage. That has never felt more that has never felt more derogatory than now.
Total rooms, 20.
New rooms 2.
Steps taken, 96.
And we have 90 steps today because of the sauna.
Yeah.
is the tomb even going to be part of the pool? I swear to the Lord, I may not live to see tomorrow. Hello, bird. Bye, bird. And...
It's unlikely we'd get the
shelter or tool shed?
shelter.
Okay. Is there anything ever down here? Besides the safe? Hey!
Gem. It's nice to know that once you open the time lock
It
safe,
just stays open, yeah.
And it's just a gem.
Mount Holly Bomb Shelter. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock.
Mm-hmm.
So all we need to do is get to the laboratory and start up an experiment and get cancer in like 20 years. All in the name of getting my uncle's inheritance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the ADHD is kicking hard. My brain wants to focus on anything but the game in front of me.
Look, Red, 2 coins. Yippee.
Keys! Keys! Keys!
Speaking of which, keys! Doesn't look like there's much in here. Nope. Moving on. Den.
Your favorite.
Hey, it's good.
Another gem.
Another. Let's fill out over here. Not yet.
We have the shelter.
Not yet.
You don't want to eat the chapel with at no cost?
Well, we still have... If we don't take it now, we'll still have it for later, and it won't lead...
Go ahead.
Okay, now I'm thinking about it.
Well, I've stopped thinking about it. I'm not thinking much of anything.
Fuck it.
My brain is not.
Money? 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 Money?
Stealing alms from the basket.
Nursery is huge.
Yeah.
Hello? For itself!
Yay.
Hooray. I sent you beak pics, please respond. Anything in here? I don't think there's anything in here. Bye-bye.
Hello?
Parlor. No magnifying glass. God damn it. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. The blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. How is this not relying on assumptions? Oh, wait a second. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. Does that count towards it?
Tameko Saba posted is short.
cool. I'll look at it later. Gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Okay, so... So this is false. This is false. This is true. This is the only one with the letter U.
No.
They both contain the letter B. They were in this one? How is this not working on just on assumptions? Gems in a box containing the letter B. But this had a fucking B. And a U. This one doesn't make any sense.
And now we're down 2 gems.
Okay, that one didn't make any sense. You cannot put that on me. Okay,
You said you wanted to do it on your own, and you've been giving me shit for the last one, so allow me to give you a little shit for this one.
okay. Which one is it then?
That I don't know.
The lab. The lab.
Oh, laboratory.
Laboratory. I typically work off at Cinco Labs. Kimberly Thompson. I think we saw that before.
Yeah, we've been to the lab before.
Experiment setup. You're free to experiment by just combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the
We've done
day.
this once before. Each time you eat an apple,
The mail room.
I'm thinking apple gold.
I'm thinking Apple aquariums.
Why aquariums?
They're good.
They don't have an effect other than they count as one of each, and they cost a gem.
Fair.
But permanently add to your allowance for something that is relatively common.
And that should...
And now you can go to the shelter and unlock every door forever.
I can.
Oh, hey, an apple.
Your allowance has been raised.
Immediate payment.
I'm also hoping that we get a magnifying glass so I can see what the hell is on this thing.
Successful experiment.
Alright, I'm gonna go down to the... I have the steps. I'm gonna go to the shelter. I almost went instinctively.
But it's been sheltered and thus harmless.
Didn't even look at the map. I am a god among men.
Mm-hmm.
So... hopefully...
Enter. Radiation. It needs to be 12 or higher.
How the fuck?
Maybe it needs to trigger more often?
I don't know. Maybe it needs to be just a worse effect.
A bigger experiment than apple.
Apple. Money. Yay.
Uh-huh.
Blah, blah.
Hilariously, the Red Room one might have been more efficient at increasing our daily money.
Maybe, yeah. So
Would it have a slight fuck up on today? Yes.
Wine cellar.
Wine cellar.
And dirt.
And a sledgehammer. Wasn't there a... Was there a chest somewhere?
I don't know.
We don't have a shovel.
No chest here. Was there a chest in here? No.
Yeah.
That's fine. We can always look elsewhere.
It just annoys me how often we get one but not the other.
Yeah, I guess.
We've seen so many trunks. We've seen so many sledgehammers. Do you know how many times we've used the sledgehammer? Once.
This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room.
Let's hope we get one.
We have never seen the boiler room.
We've had the option, but never taken it. For various reasons.
Did we? I don't remember that.
We've seen the boiler room in the list of options. We've just, again, never taken it.
Yeah, I guess. Archives. We have the shelter.
We do.
And this is one of the worst ones to get out of the way.
Uh-huh. Broken lever. We need a greenhouse.
Please.
Already looked at this.
Yep. Although, maybe the swan necklace? I don't know. We don't have a magnifying glass yet.
To the east.
I went every direction but east. Maybe later.
Secret passage green?
Yeah, worth a shot. And if need be, I will use my key here. Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
Okay. Greenhouse. That is not... Terrace?
Green rooms do not cost gems to draft. Shovel.
Shovel. The dirt here.
No. This makes me sad.
Where else did we have dirt? Was it the lab?
Maybe, I don't know.
Not the furnace.
No.
Pantry.
Pantry it is.
Apple.
Apple.
More money. We've doubled our allowance.
Yes. Yeah.
Hallway.
Hallway.
Hallway. Fuck you.
Pilot and plot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I fucked up. It was this room. Okay. The garage.
But it's not open, so. Although it would get us to 3 keys.
It would. Bing,
We
bing,
got car
bing.
keys last run.
Oh, fuck! Christoph.
Was it last run? I think it was last run.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it would open up the trunk in the back.
I don't know. I'm excited to find a breaker, though. This is tube and tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh my god, I thought we locked ourselves in.
The dog is whining because it's time for dinner. Weight room, and we have the shelter.
We do. And we've never picked out this room before.
Hit it.
Yeah, there we go.
Anything to know about here? Any information? This room is fucking useless.
Thank God we never use it. Fire and fur.
What's that up above? What's that up above?
Just
Oh,
ducks.
just. I say.
Security.
Sure.
Apo?
No apple.
No Apo.
No apple.
Apo? No Apo.
Was that a key card?
Sorry, I have to enter the screen to exit it. Where?
No, I'm blind. Never mind. I thought one of those not notes was a key card for a moment.
Library. Music room.
Music room that we haven't
The
seen.
Nook. Wine cellar. I'm assuming that's
Another
the vault.
vault.
Well, the wine cellar's above
Yeah,
that.
wine cellar's above it.
I did not see a camera in that room.
Spare room.
Yeah. That's the storeroom. That looks like the
Storeroom.
office.
I'm guessing, yeah. West Hall. Security room. Is that a casino?
That's the pool room. That's also the vault room.
The vault.
That looks like a ballroom. That's one of the hallways.
The nursery.
Yeah, the nursery. We never looked at here before when we first saw it, or when anything
Yeah.
after. Alright, let's
God, I'm
fill this
tired.
out.
Out of shelter. Shelter's been used up.
Yep.
I'm thinking the dark room. And use the door from the weight room.
Okay. Even that one?
Back. There's still the entrance hall and the foundation.
Yeah.
And just bawling with the
I mean, there's not really much to lose here. That one.
it is
West
a
Hall.
hallway.
Not the worst possible option. Umbrella.
What's on the
Go check.
bedroom?
Really? Why here?
I'm curious about that one by the behind. Wait, either kitchen or dark or bedroom, because that opens up. That lets us get to the one surrounded room without any risk. Bedroom to be completely safe. Kitchen for extra steps, maybe.
Okay. Any chests? Any gems?
This get.
Any
Oh,
bathroom?
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
What's that a reference to?
Good one.
Well, the garage is open. We never did mess with the security keycard thing.
And now we can turn it to its maximum setting.
So the dark room penalty has been effectively
Nullified.
nullified.
Not that it matters.
Yeah. In every way, it does not matter.
Keycard system.
Keycard system.
Security level to high. Change offline
Offline
mode to unlocked. There we go. I'm gonna go back to the garage.
The garage.
The garage. Jerry, we in the garage with some champagne and marriages. Why hasn't Eminem called me? Why hasn't he returned my calls?
I don't know. Why hasn't he? I'm fucking flagging, dude.
Orange storage with more door hinge than a drunk York and minge.
Mingin.
It's fucking minging. I just had this calypso. I just had this calypso. It
I
is
say one
fucking
word and you
minging.
immediately just go for it.
Yes. That was the fucking
The
the
shelter.
shelter, yeah.
It's worth noting that I don't think that board is there unless the garage has been opened.
Yep. This is true.
This has been fact-checked by truestatements.org.
Not created by me. It was created by someone else.
What purpose did this serve?
We have a neat little garage. And honestly, that's purpose enough. Love the music in this game. It is fantastic. We're going to the weight room. And going up. Oh, wait, let's go through the foundation first. Shovel.
Gavel.
Nothing.
Not but dirt.
Nothing. Not but...
Dirt with a hint of rock.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go up. Off.
We don't have the fucking gems. Beauregard.
Opportunity to earn and spread coins.
Why not the Coryard?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I turned off the lights
The
to the gym.
Coryard has all the benefits while also being green.
Okay, this is a rare door. I'm gonna open it.
The mail room.
Actually delivered here at the day after drafting this room.
Mail room.
Mail room. Order placed. I thought that said order placebo. I cannot read. Wait, do we know this one?
We've never been here.
We have been on the square, though. Simon P. Jones. Hey, buddy. Wait, hold on. Who was it written to? From Dad. Hey, buddy. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people will be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring your pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. This is cute. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. Later, alligator. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer you before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigi blocks.
Dirigiblocks is the...
Oop. Oh, for fuck's sake, please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Revan to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. Utility room fuse box.
The fuse box!
Press any button above to activate blue, plus a blue indicator next to red to indicate 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. More details instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address the client has provided. Is there a magnifying glass in here? Please be a magnifying glass.
So...
Fucking damn it.
Cane and plane, we knew that.
So, you know the breaker box? Those little buttons that we got confused about?
Yeah.
That's the key.
You want to do it?
I'm not going to be much use for them, but go right ahead if you want.
Alright, press any button above to activate blue. Press the blue indicator next to a red one indicator to activate purple. Now, what'll this do? Just a... Okay. Oh, I can go through security now, by the way. I fucked up. Hold on. Yeah, I fucked up. Hold on. I just wasted 2 steps. I'm sorry. Then... through security. Into here, and it should just be a straight shot. So we need to make all of them purple. I did it.
Oh, you did. What it do?
I have no idea. That was for the VAC system. Will I use a key here?
I don't know.
Fuck it, I'm gonna use a key here.
Brain is mush. Brain is mashed potato.
We need the steps. I'm gonna take this. I read that as kitchen. I don't know why.
I want all of these.
Same. Oh shit, dirt. This one wasn't here before. Can you have 2 coins? Or you can have nothing. That's fine too. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Through the gymnasium. If I find a rare room, even if it's a dead end, I'm taking it. You do mind that? Workshop. Beepity beep bop. I'm going to the mailroom. Fuck everything else in this room, honestly.
Well, let's see what combinations we can make before we head out.
Shovel. Broken lever. Active, shovel plus sledgehammer? No. We can make nothing. Can I put salt on my sledgehammer?
This is page 8.
Stones cut by hand and
You write down page 5 that we found in the...
I'm gonna take a picture of it. I should have taken a picture of 5, though. Did I? Sorry. I was going through my photos and found a Where is my hug, bro, Chacha? We have this room? No. Plan and fan.
Mhm.
Where's this? Whoops. Fuck that up. Now what's in here? On this card. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Who?
The guy who got fired. Danny Rivane, previous groundskeeper.
Huh.
Let's go ahead and look at the letter from Papa.
I don't think there's... Oh, wait. The stamp. The grand realm of few Ares and Fen Ares. In fog we are
Ares.
lost, in fire we are found. That's the flag.
Yep.
And the lab. I'm going to the lab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Right down into the weight room. Then go to archives, and lab is here. Oh, not that one. This one. Cooler is unaffected. The cooler? What?
I don't know.
Are there any other papers in here? Test 205 at atmospheric pressure 93 kilopascals. Heating cooling curves. Room temp is... Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Heating and cooling curves. Hey, yo, say something into the mic. Thanks.
Okay.
H2O melting point at 0.1 ppt to 0.5 ppt. Room temp is 20 degrees Celsius. Complete thaw is like what? 17, 19? Cooler is unaffected. Melting point is 0. -0 and ice -10 Celsius. Okay. Anything else of interest in here?
I have completely logged off. I want you to know this.
Can you at least look at the screen with your eyes?
I will not process any of it.
Just say funny things every once in a while. Okay, is there anything else?
What if cats had tentacles instead of normal legs?
So remember when I did this bit and you hated it?
What do you think of me doing
Funny.
it?
My bit, dude.
Just imagine them slithering around like that. They're otherwise completely normal cats. They just have, like, octopus tentacles where their normal limbs are.
Is there anything in here? Other than the magnifying glass?
We have 2 whole steps.
Library. We have the magnifying glass, we can look. The history of Orindia, Herbert S. Sinclair, Mary Jones, Detective Bon Margle.
Detective Bon Margle on 2
Twice.
separate occasions. Mary Jones
By
and
Caleb Manning. This book is reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Aries Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. So basically, propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Cool.
Okay. Blank, the name used to designate the realms of Eastern waters. Blank is no longer blank, known to the average citizen blank, 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 the elder generation blank, blank, blank. Yet we must blank, 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 permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon blank, 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 our past, blank, blank.
No, like, go back and read what the actual says. Ignore the blanks. Without the blanks. Say what it says.
The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
We must... Yeah, magnifying glass ain't doing shit. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter of the book that you lent us, though I must confess, it was not as much help as I had hoped.
I wonder why!
I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Orindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Probably in the office then. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play. And perhaps, on my next visit, we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle.
Redguard.
What the fuck?
Completely blacked out.
Okay, let's read what we can. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often described as Ahera, by the ascension of the first king, blank, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known, before his coronation, as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and of affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had built one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of the Oris, and by the end of the first century, a new kingdom was born. Are those the red flags?
Quite possibly.
Second era. It was the fourth king who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares. 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Aries and the land of northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the elder brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Eraha, a land steeped in tradition. As the second era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition by the third era was defined by commerce between the realms, 3 realms further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. As the kingdom entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins in power. King Desolates III was a king who often was seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court, but the masses as well. Desolates were renowned as the king of no one when he made the decision to moving castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his common folk.
Cool.
These voices planted the seed which took root in grand city of Fen. Yeah, this is just straight propaganda now.
Mm-hmm.
As after the passing of King Desolates III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Desolates IV shared little of his virtues.
Mm-hmm.
As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from their frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The Gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, was transformed into a battleground as the cries of the innocent echoed through the streets, stained in red. Pacification of Fen. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Morning Bay. 2 lads. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable ally. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch, Ares, and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Horus had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives with the South, forever exiled. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Araha, once again stand Araja. I don't know if there's if this is like a Spanish thing where the J is silent or whatever, or like an English H. Yeah. Once again, stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, our mothers, and our children. Cool.
I love propaganda.
I got another stamp. I want to see it. I've never once gone to the locksmith.
Nope.
I went to 2nd grade. A metal detector paid in full. Every man will be paid in... I don't know how to do Columbo. Like, I tried to do Columbo, just ended up sounding fat. Sure, whatever. Have a sauna, please.
And now we die. Chamber of Mirrors, give it another shot.
I don't know.
Or dead either way. Oh wait, 0 steps.
Fade to black.
And now I can go away. I can go lie down.
Another 3-hour stream.
Red Villa.
Luckily, we didn't actually face the effects of many of them.
Only 2 of them meant to damn.
What was it? The dark room?
Dark room and gym.
Well, even then,
Actually, no,
I turned the lights off in the
gym.
gym.
So we only had to face the effects of 1.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you finish the stream. I'm gonna go lie down.
Okay. So,
I'm very tired.
that'll be it for this stream. Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday.
Bye.
Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday with Marvel Rivals. So look forward to that. And unfortunately for me, we're probably not going to be playing this game next weekend. We're going to be on his channel. Probably Monster Hunter. Yeah, probably.
Okay, so see you all on Thursday. Bye-bye.